You think caring makes you stronger? Wrong. It's the fastest way to burn out. You've been told that caring is a virtue, that good people care, that successful people care, that love and effort and passion are all forms of care. And sure, that's true, in moderation. But what nobody told you is that too much care is poison. You can drown in what you love if you don't know when to stop holding your breath. You care about everything, what people think, how they see you, whether they approve, whether you're doing enough, whether you're doing too much. You care so much that your mind never rests. You scroll through your phone, not because you want to, but because you need to check if your worth still exists in the digital noise. You care about opinions that were never meant to define you. You chase validation from strangers who forgot your name 5 seconds later. You call it ambition. You call it self-discipline. But really, it's obsession. You're addicted to control. You think if you just care enough about outcomes, about details, about what people say, you can force the universe to obey. But caring too much doesn't make you in control. It makes you fragile. Because every time something goes wrong, every time someone disapproves, every time life doesn't follow your plan, you shatter. You've built your identity out of other people's mirrors, and now you can't tell what's real anymore. Caring too much isn't strength. It's self-destruction disguised as dedication. You tell yourself you're responsible, but deep down, you're terrified. Terrified of being misunderstood, terrified of being irrelevant, terrified of being ordinary. You've mistaken stress for passion. You've mistaken anxiety for drive. You've mistaken self-sacrifice for purpose. But caring too much doesn't make you selfless. It just makes you tired. It's like carrying a backpack full of bricks, except you packed it yourself. Every fear, every doubt, every "what if they don't like me?" another brick, until your spine bends, until your steps slow down, until you forget what it's like to walk light. And here's the cruel irony. The more you care, the less you live. You start filtering every choice through the lens of what will they think? You start editing your soul to fit an audience that isn't even watching. You stop living for yourself. You start performing. And every day you do, a small part of you dies quietly. The part that once laughed for no reason, created without judgment, or acted without fear. Let me make this clear. Caring isn't bad, but overcaring is a disease. It infects your thoughts, your body, your sleep, your creativity. It turns your natural empathy into exhaustion, your focus into anxiety, your heart into a battleground of what-ifs. You think you're doing life right because you're trying so hard. But trying too hard is just another form of fear. The truth is, the world doesn't reward the one who cares the most. It rewards the one who moves despite not knowing, not pleasing, not controlling. Let that sink in. The world doesn't bend for the careful. It bends for the bold, for the ones who act even when it's messy, for the ones who don't need everything to be perfect before they begin, for the ones who don't need everyone's approval to feel worthy. The moment you stop chasing control, life starts responding. Not because you gave up, but because you finally let go.
You've spent years believing that care equals love, that worrying means you care, that perfection means passion, that being available all the time means you're reliable. No, it means you've blurred the line between commitment and captivity. You've chained yourself to other people's expectations and called it being nice. You've overextended yourself so much that you can't even tell where your emotions end and theirs begin. You've mistaken their peace for your responsibility, and that's why you're exhausted. Caring too much is not compassion. It's control disguised as kindness. You want people to like you. You want things to work out. You want the world to stay stable because uncertainty terrifies you. So you micromanage life like it's a checklist. But here's the truth no one tells you. Peace doesn't come from control. It comes from acceptance. You don't need to fix every situation. You don't need to make everyone happy. You don't need to win every battle. You just need to decide what's worth your care and what isn't. That's the secret. Not to stop caring, but to start curating your care. Care about your craft. Care about your growth. Care about your health. Care about the people who've shown they actually care about you. And for the rest, stop bleeding energy into the void. The gossip, the comparisons, the imaginary expectations, let them go. They don't deserve your time, your mind, or your peace. Listen, you only get one life, one brain, one nervous system. And you've been running all three on overdrive, trying to please a world that doesn't even notice. You can't pour from an empty cup. And right now, you're scraping the bottom. So stop pretending that caring more will fix your problems. It won't. It'll just make you too tired to solve them. Start small. Say no when something doesn't feel right. Say, I don't know, without guilt. Walk away from things that don't feed your peace. Let people misunderstand you. Let life be a little imperfect. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. When you stop caring about everything, you start noticing what actually matters. You see beauty in imperfection. You find creativity in chaos. You rediscover calm in silence. You stop performing. You start living. Because when you stop trying to control everything, you finally have the energy to experience it. So yeah, care less. Not because you're cold, but because you're conscious. Because you understand that caring is currency, and you can't spend it on everyone and everything. Freedom isn't found in having no cares. It's found in choosing them wisely. So put down the backpack. Let the bricks fall. Let the noise fade. You don't have to fix the world. You just have to stop letting it own your mind. Care less. Live more. That's how you win back your peace. So here's the truth, and it's gonna hurt a little. You spent years trying to be everything for everyone. The dependable one, the understanding one, the one who listens, fixes, gives, and carries. You've made a home out of holding everything together even when it's killing you.